What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Climb Together podcast. I'm your host, Toad Scorp, here with my co-host, Deception. Deception, say hi.
What up?
We are back with episode 164, Climb Together podcast. We've got some interesting stuff to talk about today around the new Call of Duty.
Yep.
Very exciting stuff. Let me pull up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. We're gonna watch the reveal trailer together. Are we gonna get
Yeah.
copyrighted? Probably. But it's okay. We don't make no money anyway. We just be doing this shit for fun.
We do it for the love of the game.
True. Let's watch this bad boy.
We do it for the love of the game, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your scouts in line.
Okay, so we are not in Kansas anymore, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely not.
No. Or the Middle East either,
That dude looks younger than I am.
which is different for the Modern Warfare Call of Duty. Usually they're in the Middle East, somewhere in Europe.
Well, especially for the Modern Warfare games, because that's kind of like where, obviously all the modern conflicts have been at. So it's like it makes sense. But
Yeah. Oh my god.
this game is a little bit forward.
Great
Going
CPR.
to-
Great CPR technique though.
Wonder if he's using that new Puerto Rico song as the CPR music for him.
Which one?
That Puerto Rico song that's blown up on TikTok is like perfect for CPR. It's like the perfect beats per minute.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I love undercover missions in the campaign where you're like in normal clothes. Bound.
What did you do?
COD usually
Oh,
does this
shit.
pretty well too.
Yeah.
We make our own rules of engagement now.
Like it doesn't
Okay,
necessarily feel
okay.
out of place for COD.
Mm-mm.
We deny
I like it.
exists.
It adds like a different element than just like
You do what you need to,
shooter, you know?
because you know I will.
대반자를 찾아내라. 마을을 불태워서라도.
Looks like there's gonna be a lot of different elements to this one.
The price that we get in this game, they call him Dark Price.
Nice.
We are not ready. We could all die tonight. We don't even get a choice.
Oh god.
Broke a lot of rules, guys.
Uh-oh.
No more rules.
Okay, that end scene there was pretty cool. October 23rd?
Yep.
Okay.
October 23rd.
DMZ's going back too, which I do like. So,
That's the second earliest date that we've seen for a COD game.
yeah, the earliest one I
October
think was
23rd.
wasn't the earliest one like BO4 or something?
Yeah, BO4 came out on October 12th, which I mean, admittedly, with like where GTA is coming out, I would argue that maybe it would be a better decision to try to drop it even earlier, but I think October 23rd is fine.
Yeah.
It gives them time.
Mm-hmm. Everyone experiences COD burnout after like the first like 2 weeks anyway, so.
No, I think those are just the camo grinders.
Bro, why can I not? Hold on. Okay. Oh, I had to fix that. So honestly, it looks really sick. So let's go to. There's obviously there's the Vault Edition and there's the standard, and it's coming on Nintendo. It's gonna be coming on the Nintendo Switch too,
Yeah, it's
which
gonna be on Switch too, which is awesome.
insane. which
I
means you can play on the
I'm
go.
surprised that like of all games, especially a game that's so graphically intensive as COD is usually, that I'm surprised they could put this on Switch too. I mean,
Well, that's one thing that they did when they
it was
released the Switch
announced when
2.
Xbox first acquired them that they had a 10-year deal with Nintendo, and we never really saw anything from that after the announcement. And that we're finally getting something.
Yeah, well, the thing with the Switch 2 is like the graphics on it are better. It is like a lot more. It can handle more graphically intensive games
Oh
and
yeah, I've
higher
seen it.
fast-paced
There've
ones.
been a number of games that people have been wanting on Switch that never came that they started putting them on Switch too.
Yeah, and it shows the the evolution of like portable gaming with like the Switch 2 and like how
Yeah.
they've been able to make it able to hold such a powerful um game. But and I think they're not doing it on. They're doing rid of
They're doing red, yep.
of excuse me older consoles like
Yep.
PS4,
No
Xbox One.
PS4, no Xbox One.
So if you don't have a
We are
PS5,
finally getting rid of
old
last
gen,
gen consoles,
yeah,
which is great.
it's great, but also at the same time, like new gen consoles are super expensive. So and PCs are super expensive. So I think it's gonna cut out a lot of people that actually play the game. But with them adding it to Switch, which is arguably the most affordable of all the
It was.
options.
No, it's not.
Oh. Well,
It was before the price hikes.
that's true.
If you had a Switch 2 before that, sure, yeah. That's a great option.
Yeah. I think it's still the cheapest out of the three though. Out of the four.
I don't remember what the Xbox what the Series X is set at, but I'm sure the Series S is probably the cheapest thing you can get right now. I
Xbox
know the
Series S.
PS5. I know the PS5 is like $649. So
It's 598. Switch to
yeah, I'm pretty sure. If the Series X is 598,
uh the Switch 2 is 450.
yeah, but they just hiked the prices, so it's like, are these being
I don't know. And then
are
400.
are
Yeah,
these
so the
used ones
Xbox
being
Series
sold?
S is definitely going to be the cheaper one.
Yeah, the Series S, from what I know, runs COD like pretty fine. I haven't heard people having a whole lot of issues with Series S, and granted, it's only 512 gigabytes, so COD may be one of like 3 games you
No,
can put
it's
on it,
probably only just COD.
but
Let's be
but I
real.
mean, if you're looking for an absolute budget option to play COD and you don't have a next gen console, honestly, um, the Series S is your best option by quite a bit.
Try to get a used one or something, a restored one. They're a lot cheaper, but yeah. This is yeah, it's expensive
I
to
would
game.
even say this. I would just say Xbox probably takes the cake because now with the Nintendo price hikes, it's like the Series S and the Series X are considerably cheaper than even the PS5. The base PS5 is like $649.
So anyway, back to Modern Warfare 4. So it's set in South Korea. Korea. It's like the main no, North Korea is where it's set. Um, as like the main location. Um, we have a camp. We have the campaign.
We're basically doing Korean War 2.0 here.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what's happening.
So we pretty much get most of what the campaign is here. A lot of different images from it, which are really cool. The graphics in this game
Yeah,
look awesome.
that's gonna be a theme with the entire time we talk about this is the fact that they really just like threw it all out here. Like we went from not really knowing anything, and like last week we speculated on a couple like rumors of like, oh, like I heard this about MW4, but who knows when it's gonna
I
come out
mean,
or when it's
they
gonna get
really,
revealed. And then the very next day they were just like, you know what, we're just gonna lay it all on the table. Y'all can see it.
yeah. I mean, the thing is they really cracked down on a lot of the leakers, so we really haven't had the same sources that we've had before, and we lost a lot of the credible sources that we've been using in the past,
That's true.
which makes it a lot difficult to like gauge what's going on because we just
They also did a huge drop though. Like I mean, obviously we didn't get it leaked, but like I don't even know if leakers would have probably expected them to drop like this much information. Like
mm-mm.
usually, especially with Modern Warfare games, Treyarch is a little bit different with the way they do Black Ops game reveals, but usually with Modern Warfare games, it's always like very early in the cycle we get just a little trailer, like maybe
Mhm.
30 seconds. It reveals the title of the game, gives us a little bit of a snippet, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all we get for like a couple months. And then when it gets about time for normal CODs to start doing their multiplayer reveals and whatnot, they start throwing a whole bunch of stuff out, and we get to see a whole lot. But this is crazy for this early. They just basically just they just dropped everything on us like
Mhm.
really early.
Which honestly, I'm not complaining about. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad they kind of just gave it to us here, plain and simple, because I
Yeah.
mean, it's needed. COD's in a really rough place right now, so they need to kind of maximize what they're doing
Well,
and
and I
get us
think
in a
this
better
is
spot.
symbolic of the Infinity Ward studio changes. To be honest, like I think this was like the first sign that like things might be different at Infinity Ward because we know that Infinity Ward have kind of shaken up the studio a lot. They have like moved jobs around for people that are already in there.
Mhm.
Some people have left, some people have joined, and basically just like I said, the entire structure of the Infinity Ward studio is different than it was during the first two Modern Warfare games that came out in this modern era of COD, if you
Yeah.
want to call it that. So like I think that this whole thing and the way they revealed it, showing that it's a whole lot different than the way they revealed the first two, I think that's also a pretty good sign that it's definitely going to be different. Is it going to be different enough that it's a massive improvement over the first two? Who knows? But it's going to be different because there's a lot of stuff that they're doing that while it does feel like they are just marketing things that should be in the game already,
Mhm.
which definitely doesn't feel good from a player's perspective. It coming from Infinity Ward is different because Infinity Ward were the team that for the first two Modern Warfare games, while everybody else was trying to appease the players and make everything right, Infinity Ward was like dropping bombs on them, like having a big ego, like, "Hey, we're gonna ask for your feedback. We're not gonna actually use any of it. We're gonna make all the worst decisions,
Yeah.
um, and ruin the next few years of COD." And this new Infinity War team is like, "We're not doing that now."
Which is good. Which is really good. I mean, we need that. We need the good right now. This game, like honestly, for the next few COD releases, like it's these CODs are gonna be make or break for the franchise. We have one more
This is
terrible
the
Call
first
of
one,
Doom.
to be honest. This is the first one.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the thing
it is
is
make or break for COD, but Modern Warfare is the big series that like
is disappointing.
even though I absolutely love the Black Ops games, I think the Modern Warfare games are a lot more popular for
Yeah.
most people.
Well, the thing is
Um,
too is like, but the thing is like people, especially like people that play year after year, like these next few CODs, just as like the rest of the community that's like on the fence of whether they should keep playing or not, or maybe don't play as much as they used to, but still play because it's COD. If they get one more bad COD, like I don't think that the game's like series is going to survive. So they really need to lock in and produce great games.
but
I
I mean,
mean,
that's where I am right now.
yeah.
Like, I'm still like after seeing all this reveal, like, yeah, it looks good, but I'm still sitting here and I'm like, I'm gonna wait till the beta to really figure out if I'm gonna play this game or not.
Yeah. And I feel like that's the case with like a lot of people. And it's unfortunate because, Call of Duty was such a powerhouse of a game. Like when I tell people I play video games or that like I run an esports org, they're like, "Oh, like Call of Duty?" Like it's one of the first games that pops to people's mind when they think about this type of thing. And
Yeah, 'cause COD used to be, especially in that period between, especially in that period between GTA 4 and GTA 5 was when COD like exploded.
yeah,
And so like there before GTA 5 came out, COD was the big thing. It was the thing everybody was talking about.
yep. So it sucks to see that, you know, we're not in that spot anymore. But it's a work in progress, obviously, and I do think that things will get better um over time, most definitely. But we're just not there yet. Um,
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but the case nonetheless.
Well, I will say, like it, like I said, it is a good omen for Infinity Ward, them having this new team because that part was was the most like scary part of it for me. Is like I was really scared that they would just keep their egos and this would be like
Mm,
a very bad uh decision, and this would be possibly the killing blow for at least the hardcore COD community. But it feels like they're trying to not have that happen,
yeah.
which is good. And it's kind of funny because I mean granted we haven't gotten our hands on the game or like seen a whole lot of it. We've seen snippets of gameplay, but we haven't seen anybody play like a full game or whatever. Um but it is kind of uh it is kind of interesting that a lot of leakers were talking about how this is basically the same game as MW19 and MW2. And the Infinity Ward, like they said, like don't believe what you read on the internet, and it's like,
Why shouldn't
maybe
we
we should
though?
have, maybe we should have taken them up on that.
Yeah. It's just it's a very difficult thing to like navigate though, because it's just like, well, sometimes you guys really don't know what you're doing, and it shows. But then other times it's like, oh well, you know, we
Well, yeah, we really don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, we could get to the reveal event for multiplayer, and it be the exact same thing as the other two
mm,
games, just with minor improvements. And if that's the case, it's like, I don't know, man. But at least from what they've shown, it definitely is going to be quite a bit different.
yeah, agreed,
Now
agreed.
there's still like other core parts of the game that I'm worried about. Like one of the things that creators have like expressed concern with is like the muzzle flash and the smoke when you shoot, but it definitely like when you watch the gameplay, it looks faster than the Modern Warfare games, which is pretty good. It
Yeah,
looks like it honestly like the gameplay looks like MW19 but faster. Which for people that liked MW19, that's probably a good sign.
yeah. Well, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I mean, obviously, as more stuff comes out, but I mean, we can kind of go through what we know now and then go
Yeah,
from there.
we're supposed to get the DMZ reveal on June 7th, which I think is Sunday because that's
Yeah,
like that's is that that's the
yeah,
Xbox Games Showcase, I think.
maybe. I don't know.
So
You know
we're gonna
better than
see
I.
DMZ there, um, and then maybe we'll get some stuff about multiplayer. Well, maybe we'll sneak some stuff in, but it'll mainly be DMZ probably,
Yeah.
since that's when they're putting their reveal
I
out for
mean,
DMZ.
we'll find out some guns and some other things, I'm sure.
We've seen some guns, like we know the PPSH in this is in this game, which is interesting.
I love the psh. I love the psh.
Um, I'm also curious about like what they're gonna do for a reveal event because they Infinity Ward were the first ones to do COD Next and have that whole thing, and that has went on for the last like 4 years.
Mhm.
Um, and I just wonder like if they're going to do COD Next again, and if that's like a permanent reveal event thing, or if Infinity Ward are going to switch it up and be like, hey, we're going back to our old like regular reveal or whatever.
Maybe.
That's
Maybe.
something we might have to look out for because they also, I don't think there has been a single word about COD Next, and that usually is like whenever anybody, whenever a COD game gets revealed and anybody asks about like when are we going to get multiplayer, when are we going to get this, they're always like you'll get it at COD Next. We'll announce when COD Next is at some point, and I haven't heard a single word about COD Next. So
Yeah. I think we'll hear eventually. I just don't think it's probably gonna be a while just because of where we're at. I don't know though. It's kind of like out of my realm of knowledge, to be honest. But when we usually get it like in August is when we usually see COD Next. So I'm assuming
yeah,
that.
lately it's been around like August to September. Honestly, like with the reveal being this early, I would expect August, probably early to mid August, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's usually like they always do COD Next like a day or two before the beta. So like if we find beta dates, if they get leaked or they reveal the beta dates, then we'll know that there's going to be an event shortly before that.
Mhm. Yeah. I think it'll be I'm gonna say this. I think it's gonna be August, around August 17th. I know that's oddly specific, but like I think that's where it's gonna be.
I would say
I,
it's a pretty
I think
good assumption.
August 17th is a Monday, so probably like that weekend before, so like 15th, 16th, 17th, or the weekend after the 21st, 23rd. Those are my bets. If I was a betting woman, but
Well, I
I'm not.
mean the the podcast before the 17th would be August 12th. So
Yeah,
and like they usually do betas like the first beta weekend usually is like Friday to Monday. So um I could see them doing an event on Wednesday um and then like there's a little day in between and then they drop the beta,
Mhm.
which if they did an event on Wednesday, they usually do it like right after the podcast. So we would have to debate whether we wanted to do a podcast before the event or after the event.
I think, man, that's really hard because, like, I mean, we obviously kind of want to do both, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know, doesn't always work out like that.
Yeah, it's that'd be the tough part
Mhm.
because they do always seem to reveal. They do the event, they do the COD Next thing they've been doing, and then there's a day of pause, and then there's beta time. So if
Yeah.
the beta does end up coming out on a Friday, that means the event will be on a Wednesday, most likely. But who knows? I mean, like I said, we haven't heard anything about COD Next, so maybe Infinity Ward will throw us another curveball and be like, "Oh yeah, we're switching it up completely again."
They might. They might. Um, but yeah, so let's kind of go through because they do have some stuff for us to kind of go through as far as like
There's a lot of
multiplayer.
stuff, dude. Charlie
So
Intel posted a lot.
yeah. Yeah, let's go to Charlie Intel. That's actually a really good idea. Let's go there.
Charlie Intel dropped a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's scroll, 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 scroll. How far back should I go?
Probably like Thursday.
When was Thursday? Thursday was like the
So
30th. No, the
Thursday was
28th.
Thursday was the 28th
Oh my
because
god,
that's
I
when they
guessed that.
revealed everything.
All right. Sorry guys, we're just gonna scroll.
Yeah.
Scroll. Okay.
See, we got some. We're getting some stuff now.
Okay, hold on. Let's get to the beginning. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my
A
god.
lot of Charlie Intel to scroll through. So
Yeah, it's okay.
they've kind of.
Um.
That's the one thing about Charlie Intel is like, granted they post on Twitter, so this is expected, but like
Okay.
the thing about Charlie Intel is like if there's like a reveal for COD and you have Charlie Intel's notifications on, you're gonna get like 40 tweets from Charlie Intel.
Mhm. Okay, so
But it's
we got the reveal trailer. Um, Switch 2 will have
yeah,
crossplay, which is sick.
that was the Switch 2 reveal, and then the
Mm-hmm.
key art.
Okay, here's some info on multiplayer. Okay, nope, nope. Okay, so we'll have
See, this
red.
is where I'm like, hold on, they might have listened to us. This is where I started saying that. I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, so um, we will have red dots on the minimap, math voting, updated movement. So there will be no, which I don't, I love Omni movement. So I don't know how I don't know how I feel about going back to the old, just because I love how Omni movement feels. But there's a new
Yeah,
mantle
Omni movement is
system.
just so smooth. Is the thing?
Yeah,
It's like
it really is.
when the thing about Omni movement is like if you're used to playing like a typical shooter game, you would never notice it. Like
Hmm.
you'd never think about it. And I never thought about it until BO6, but when I first played BO6, it was immediate. I was
Yeah,
like, "Wait a minute. Omni movement is it,
it is. It is. It is it. It is it. It's so good. I love it. Um, but so we're gonna have to do away with it, unfortunately. But we are getting a new mantle system and some other stuff too, which ledge hang, slide canceling, the works. Um, but I don't know. I am anti getting rid of Omni movement just because I just love it so much. But that's just my personal opinion based off of uh what I like about the game personally. Um,
Yeah.
but I guess we'll have to wait and see. There's gonna be theater mode still, which is just great. Especially for people that do like montages.
Dude, for people that like Modern Warfare games, this is a revolution because
Mm,
this is the first time Infinity Ward's put a theater mode in their game since MW3 in
yeah,
2011. It has been a long time.
yeah. So that is good. Um, and then there's gonna be no bloom, which I don't know how I feel because I mean bloom is kind of what makes it like a tactical shooter. It's what makes it like not a tactical shooter, but a realistic shooter. So it's kind of like taking away that that recoil aspect.
Well, see that's a weird thing that like I'm not sure how to feel about it currently.
Mhm.
Because they expanded on this. There were some creators that were asked about this, obviously, because Charlie Intel tweeted this and it seemed kind of ominous. Because people were like, wait a minute, no bloom. There shouldn't be bloom anyway. They put bloom in on ADS and Vanguard and it was terrible and they had to reduce it. But so they expanded on this and they said that there is no bloom when you hip fire. So like usually when you hip fire in COD, there's like a cone where the hip fire goes around, and the bullets can just go randomly in whatever direction in that cone.
Mhm.
Um, and so in this game, there's going to be no bloom whatsoever. The hip fire, the bullets are going to go wherever your gun goes. Now, when you hip fire, your gun is going to like sway and move around. So it's not going to be perfectly accurate. It's not like CS Valorant hip fire. Um, but now there's no like unpredictability. It's like wherever your gun is going, that's where the bullet's going.
Yeah. Which it's so like I don't know, man.
It's very intriguing. I don't know how it's gonna work. And this is one of those things where I'm not sure if they're fixing something that wasn't broken before because I thought COD hipfire was always pretty good. Like out of the out of the shooters that weren't CS and Valorant, I felt like COD had probably the best hipfire. It was pretty predictable, pretty easy. It didn't ever feel like it was difficult to kill somebody with hip fire like at close range. Um, so I'm not sure how to feel about the no bloom, but if it's more accurate, that's fine. But I have a fear that like there's gonna be like um I have a fear that there's either gonna be no need for a laser attachment whatsoever, and we're just gonna have useless levels for
Mhm.
laser attachments, or we're gonna have like everybody running hipfire builds because they're gonna put some laser on it that makes it like CS hipfire, and then there's nobody is ever ADSing.
Uh, yeah. Damn. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. And then there's gonna be 12 6v6 maps plus gunfight and big war. I actually do really like war modes. I'm not gonna lie. It's like kind of like Warzone, but not as frustrating. Um, and it's a great way to get like long shots and stuff like that. Which I'm sure with this being, a Modern Warfare game, there's gonna be long shots as the challenges. Their challenges are usually a lot more like hair pulling for guns than Black Ops games. Except for Black Ops Cold War, that one those ones were awful. They were so bad they changed them mid year. Um,
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
we'll see
We
more.
haven't
We'll
heard
talk.
anything about camos. I kind of like low key hope they go back to like what BO7 did. I think BO7 like I think the way they did the camos is just about perfect
Yeah, I like it. I've been really
for the
focusing up
camo
on
system.
the camo grind recently, and um, it's been a really great. It's been really fun actually. Um, I'm like kind of cruising now. I literally did like I think today I did like my fastest camo to gold camo ever. I did it like 35 minutes and I was like, damn. Okay, period. Got the
That's
groove down.
crazy.
It was an SMG, so you know, and I'm an SMG gal, but and I was also getting really good lobbies. Like the lobby I got was like so good. I was dropping like 50 bombs in hardpoint. Um with like a 4.0 KD. It was really, really I was stomping on them heavy. But then classic prestige system, classic perk system, and then operator and streaks per loadout, which I think is like part of like what they did with Endgame, where like with Endgame you can select the operator and it'll bring out a loadout for you. So I think like
Yeah.
which which I don't know how I feel about, but I don't
That
really.
part of it I think is going to be really cool because now it's like instead of you being stuck with this operator and not being able to deviate from it
You
from
can
game to game,
mm,
or being stuck with these three streaks, and then like, and then you have a situation where you go in, you're like, oh, I should have changed my streaks because
yeah.
I need different streaks or whatever. You could just build your operator and your streaks around your loadouts. It's like each different loadout you could have different streaks. You
Yeah.
throw a different operator
I
on, and
do like the streaks
that's
one.
kind of fun.
Mhm. Cuz like if you're running like a shot, like if you're running like a gun that's like you're not going to get a lot of kills with right away, like you obviously don't want to run like higher scoring streaks. But if you're running like an AR and SMG and you know you're going to fry out, you obviously want to run the
Yeah.
higher streaks so you can get them. So I do like the streak
When
aspect. I
it
just
also could come down to like camo challenges too, because
mhm.
you could have like meta builds that you just want to pub stomp with, and you run like the highest streaks. But then
Mhm.
like maybe you're trying to get camos done, so you don't want to be using lethal streaks, so you just throw on all kinds of support streaks on the
Yeah.
class and run that gun you want camos with.
Also, there is a challenge. Are some challenges in this one where you have to use like certain streaks. Like it's like get kills with a non-lethal tactical or score streak active, or like enemies affected by a non-lethal score streak or tactical. So that would actually be really beneficial to that. Um, sorry, my AC just turned on and it scared the shit out of me. Whew. So looking at the campaign, um, hold on one second. My AC's being weird. Sorry, it's scaring me. So there's three acts in the campaign. It's mainly set in Korea. Um, it includes Mumbai, New York, Paris, and Russia as well. Features Price,
Yeah.
Valeria, and Shadow Company. The new characters are the South Korean military. And it's a linear classic Call of Duty, which I do like. I like them bringing back this older
Yeah, they
campaign
had to
style.
stress that after whatever we got in BO7.
Yeah, I did not. It was a great story. I just don't like the way it was done. I feel like it could have been better. I think I don't know. I just didn't like.
Yeah, my thing was like if I played that game and it didn't have the COD label on it and I played that campaign, I'd be like, alright, this is pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
and
like knowing it was a COD campaign, I was like, what am I playing right now?
And I do hope that they do what they did a couple years ago, where they did the campaign launch. Like if you pre-ordered, you got early access to the campaign before the multiplayer
That's
launches.
what I've heard. Apparently, I don't know if that's been leaked or whatever, but there are rumors that they might be doing early access campaign again.
Because the 23rd is a Friday.
Well, they usually do it 8 days prior. That's
Mhm.
what they did with MW2 and MW3. So it'd be like the Thursday before the
Yeah.
23rd,
So
where we get the campaign early access.
I hope they
Which
do
I
that.
mean, that would actually give me a reason to play the campaign if I end up wanting to play this game.
Well, we
So.
played together. We played together last year. Like we did the campaign together last year, and that was fun. Um, so
Yeah, but we had to cut that into our launch time grinding,
yeah, we did, which
which wasn't
was kind
all
of
that fun.
yeah, that was not fun. That part was not fun.
Like,
But the
I don't know if it's because
actual
I'm not really a campaign guy or what, but like, I just like if I'm gonna play a campaign, I want to play it like
mm,
before I can get my hands on multiplayer and whatnot. Because if I have the choice between like multiplayer and campaign, I would never touch campaign.
yeah, agreed. Um, I have to send you something. That I've been fiddling around with, but I just so you know. Sorry. I have to like my ADHD has been like really bad. It's okay, maybe not ADHD, but like my ability to focus has been really bad recently, especially like just because I'm just not super tired, so my brain actually is working properly, I guess. So I can't like not do anything while we do the podcast or like I zone out or fall asleep. So I was working on something. Anyway, uh I think well the thing is like last year when we did the campaign, I was just like it took us so long. Like we played the campaign for what? How long did it take us? Did it take us 2 streams to finish the campaign or just one?
I think it was only 2 play sessions. We definitely didn't do it in just one,
But it
but
was
I
like
think
what
it
is it
was just 2.
was it like 6 hours though? Like
Yeah, I think
six to
combined
eight.
entire campaign playtime, it was around like 6 hours, which is honestly like that was kind of short for COD.
Yeah. But
COD
that's
is usually around 8 hours campaign time.
yeah. But like that's like 6 hours that we could probably I don't know, I would have liked to use elsewhere, honestly.
Yeah, like if I was gonna play like when we did those campaign runs,
Mm-hmm.
the entire time I was sitting there like I just want to go grind zombies camos.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like why am I playing
I
this
mean, at
right
least we were getting like campaign camos and like leveling guns, which was nice. Um, but at the same time, it was just like I would rather be doing a different mode. But we played through it, we got through it,
See,
we
that's
did
why
it.
I love campaign early access, is because it's
Yeah,
like I get to play the thing that I never touch.
yeah.
Like,
That's what I want to do. That's why that's like I don't know. I try to do the campaign first because if I don't do it first, I'm not gonna touch it. And so I don't know. I think if it doesn't come out early next year, I think I'm just gonna play it first. And then go from there.
well, it
Unfortunately,
also gives you a good sneak peek of like the rest of the game because
yeah, like the maps and
when
everything.
when we've had like MW2 and MW3 early access, it was like we had campaign missions on these maps, and it was just like you go in multiplayer after, and like, oh, I played this map. I know this map from campaign. Um, and like that's also like kind of fuels the not wanting to play campaign after you play multiplayer. Is like you go in campaign and you see these maps again. You're like, oh, I know this map. It's whatever.
Yeah, so I think when the game launches, I think I'm gonna play campaign and then I'll hop in a multiplayer and grind that. But um, definitely gonna be. I'm glad they're going back to the classic. All in all, I'm just glad they're going back to classic, and I hope they kind of up it to like 8 hours worth of playtime. Because the last one
If
it
it's
felt
3
too easy.
acts, I would expect at least 8 hours playtime.
Yeah.
It may be kind of long though. Like 3 acts, like if you want to get a good amount of story in each act, we might be looking at like a 12-hour campaign here.
Yeah, if it's good, I'm okay with it. That's you know. Let's see here. Here's some look. Oh yeah, DMZ will be revealed at the Xbox Games Showcase. You were right.
Yeah.
So here's some clips from it though. Look at like that map kind of looks really sick. It reminds me of like The Last of Us, like an abandoned apocalyptic world, which I guess that's kind of what it is anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank God. Thank God. So Infinity Ward officially confirmed they are looking to end update requires restart starting with Modern Warfare 4. Thank God. This is like the worst part of like
Did you see what COD replied to them when they tweeted that? They So Charlie Intel and Modern
thank
Warzone
God,
do
Jesus
a
Christ.
podcast when Charlie Intel and Modern Warzone do a podcast called Update Requires Restart, and I remember like they tweeted this, and COD was like, "You're gonna have to update the name of your podcast now."
That's funny. It's just it just like every single time you boot up the game it's just like, update requires restart. It's like okay. Um Oh, Call of Duty is introducing a loyalty discount. If you have purchased a Call of Duty game
Yeah.
since Modern Warfare 2019 or played via Game Pass, you can get 10% off the Modern Warfare 4 Vault Edition. I mean, can I get 10% for every COD I've purchased? Because
I mean, that'd be great.
I bought every single one.
10%. I mean, granted, it's the Vault Edition's $100, so you're saving $10, but it's like, dude.
Okay, the Vault Edition's
I've played
100.
every COD since BO2, and you're just gonna give me $10 off.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Well, the thing is
that's
like
not even $1 for every COD I played.
well, it makes the Vault Edition go like it's only $10 more to get the Vault Edition at that point. So it's like yeah, it's a little bit more worth it to get it. But
It's a
because then it's
little
just
more worth it, but
because
at the same time,
you
it's
get the
like,
battle pass too with it. You know, you're gonna buy the battle pass for $10, so you might as well just like buy the Vault Edition. Which honestly, I'm gonna. With this actually, I didn't know that this was the thing, but with this, I might actually buy the Vault Edition because yeah, I'm gonna buy a battle pass anyway, so I might as well just you know get the Vault Edition.
You don't even just get the battle pass anymore.
You get the
for
black
this.
cell.
You get the whole black cell. The
Yeah.
black cell's like $30.
The black cell is actually like worth like that's the battle pass that's worth like playing for, but it's not worth the money. Like it's not worth $30 in my opinion. But it's actually like all the good skins. And then skill-based matchmaking will not revert directly back to pre-Black Ops 7. So they're giving us a little update on the SBMM system.
It'll be interesting. So there have been a lot of questions about this since this came out that they weren't going back to pre Black Ops 7. And like everybody was kind of like, oh, so they're just gonna do Black Ops 7 again, and like they apparently they're looking at like the feedback that people gave, and they're gonna like look at changing it. They said that when they will reveal stuff about skill-based matchmaking soon, and they'll be transparent about it, which for Infinity Ward is utterly shocking. So, if that happens, that'll be crazy. So, I'll be interested to see what they do with this. I liked Black Ops 7 skill-based matchmaking, and I think that if they do something similar with with the player base they're gonna have for a Modern Warfare game, I think them doing a similar skill-based matchmaking system will work out more in their favor than BO7. So I think they should take that into account. But we'll see.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see how that goes off. Okay, yeah. So standard is the game's so it's $20 more for the Vault Edition. What do we even? Okay, so what do we get with the Vault Edition that's like different? Hold on. Scroll.
See, that's where the campaign early access came in. I think they showed like the Vault Edition, like yeah.
So
So
you get beta early access, the game, and then the Hunter Killer Operator skin. With
yeah.
the Vault Edition, you get all that plus Hostile Alliance Operator Pack, Special Forces Operator Pack, Signature Weapon Collection, Black Cell, 1 season, and then a DMZ deployment bonus. So you're getting more than $20 worth of like in-game content. You're getting more than $30 worth of in-game content.
Honestly, like
And if you
I
have the
know that
loyalty, it's like
I'm a little bit of an outlier because I don't really. I'm a little bit of an outlier because I'm a guy that kind of likes the flashier skins within reason, and I don't see any of those in the Black Cell or in the Vault Edition. So my entire reason for buying the Vault Edition would be to get Black Cell.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
these operator packs that I saw, I'm like, okay, this whatever. Like, but
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think that's what's
if
gonna
you're a
happen.
guy that likes like milsim or whatever, it's yeah, this is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you played since MW19, you get that $10 discount. Like,
I think it's worth
you're
it
probably
with the
happy.
I think it's worth it with the $10 discount. I don't think it's worth it without. In my personal
Well,
opinion.
yeah, I mean, I low key wish they give you like a $20 discount, but like Black Cell probably affects that. If Black Cell wasn't in there, they probably would give you a
Yeah.
$20 discount. To be honest, but Black Cell being $30, it's like
Yeah. So I understand. I might get it. I don't know. Do I want to spend $90 on a video game? I don't know.
I mean,
If
we
GTA
saw like
6 is $100, I'm
saw
gonna buy
what the
that.
guns look like that are in the Vault Edition.
Yeah.
Charlotte Intel posted it, and they're just not. I mean, they're cool, but they're not like. I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is worth $100.
I don't know. Well, I don't think it's worth 100, but it might be worth 90. I mean, the thing is I say that, but like if GTA was $100, I'd buy it low key, like GTA 6. But
GTA
that's
might
also
be $100. You never know.
yeah. Well, I'll probably buy it. I don't know. Who knows?
In before GTA 6 price gets revealed in like a month, and it's $100. I don't tell me, don't say I didn't tell you so.
All right.
Never wrong, just early.
So Modern Warfare 4 features a unique map called Kill Block. This map features a
Oh, dude, this
rectangular
is
loadout
crazy,
with
dude.
3 slabs, where the slabs change during the map. So like, so this map is like, so I saw a video talking about this map. It's like never the same. Like it's the one map that you like cannot
There's
learn
over 500
100%.
different combinations. There's the you could go an entire day and not play the same combination of 3 slots in the map.
Yeah. So which is honestly really cool. I do like that. I think they should put a 24.
That sounds very fun. They need to put like I think Kill Block is mainly for like gunfight, which granted we have 2v2 gunfight, 3v3 gunfight, and now they have 10v10 gunfight. And I believe I could be wrong because I don't think they'll build all the gunfight maps for 10v10, but I believe 10v10 gunfight is exclusive to Kill Block. That's the only map you can play it on. But they honestly they need to bring. They either need to just put the normal modes in Kill Block if it's a success, or they need to bring Face Off to Kill Block so we can play Respawn. Because I think it'd be so fun if you were playing like Dom and every like 2 or 3 minutes the map just completely shifted
Mhm.
and you just had different
And you're
blocks to
like,
play on.
what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh
But yeah,
my
Kill
god.
Block seems very interesting. I am intrigued. I really hope that I think because they're promoting it so much, it probably will be in the beta. But like,
Mhm.
I really want to see that. That seems fun.
Oh.
And this is also like, if you think about it, this is a fantastic way for them to bring in like classic maps,
Mhm.
but not make them feel recycled.
Oh,
Like
100%.
you could play all these classic maps in these little snippets on the map in 3 different blocks, and it not only doesn't feel recycled because it doesn't feel like they're wasting time creating like throwbacks when you want new maps,
Mhm.
but it also it's also awesome because you can play combinations of different maps.
Mhm.
And you're like maybe there's like this maybe there's this combination of 3 throwback maps that they put in a slot, and it just fits together perfectly, and you're just like, oh my
Ooh,
god, this is
I like
awesome.
that would be actually really cool. That'd be really cool if you walk through the door of like a house and you walked into like out of the door from another house on another map. That would be really sick actually. I like that. My brain is turning. So the multiplayer progression system. So there's two options that you get to pick. So there's a classic prestige, 10 prestiges, reset on all unlocks, 20% XP bonus, and new rewards. Uh, I just dropped my fidget on the floor. And then the regular track, which base XP gains and a one-time ghost
Yep.
skin. I personally am gonna go for the classic prestige system. I like it better. But
Yeah, this is basically their solution to being like, hey, we want the prestige system, but like some people weren't that happy about resetting everything, which
yeah,
in my opinion, like I understand why people wouldn't want to reset everything, but why do you want a classic prestige system if you don't want to reset everything?
yeah,
But anyway, uh
I
this is
like
their
it.
fix to that problem.
Yeah,
Um there's going to be a classic system, which is where you reset everything, you got to re-unlock all the stuff uh every time you prestige. But you are going to get compensated for it because you're going to get that 20% XP bonus and you're going to get all kinds of rewards. But if you're somebody that doesn't want to reset, but you still want to prestige and don't be stuck at level 55 the whole game, you can prestige that the new way and nothing resets. It's like nothing ever happened. You just have a new level 1 and you get different rewards. Now, my thing is this this could be fun because what if you grinded this game and you went all the way to Prestige Master one way? And I don't know if you could keep rewards if you reset your stats, or if you can. If you could keep rewards, it'd be awesome because then you could, to maximize your rewards, you could reset your stats after you hit Master Prestige and then re prestige through the regular track to get those rewards.
that's actually so valid. You could do that. Maybe.
If you kept your rewards
We need someone to try that.
from resetting your stats, then that's absolutely an option.
We need someone to try that ASAP. ASAP. Please and thank you.
And I
Um,
think that should be like something that should be something that people like ask so they can like tell us.
mhm. Um, I want somebody to do that so I can see. So like looking at the movements, so there's gonna be no omni movement. Um, so there's fine. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's fine, I guess, but I do love omni movement. I think it's great. There's gonna be slide canceling, slide to ADS, tack sprint, but now it's quote unquote realistic as you see your character lose stamina. The
it's probably
supine
gonna be
slide,
like when you tack sprint. There's probably like a little stamina bar that pops up on your screen,
yeah.
which is I think that's pretty good
Mhm.
because that's very transparent on like how much tack sprint you have left. So
Mhm.
I think that's cool.
Yeah. And then there's going to be the supine slide, which it dives into backwards prone, which I do like. I do like the backwards prone part of Omni movement, so I'm glad they're keeping that. Mantling, I feel like that kind of comes with every Modern Warfare game.
Dude, bro, you're gonna see when you see the little snippets of gameplay, you're gonna see mantling. Mantling might be the fastest it's ever been in a COD game. It is unbelievably fast how you can mantle. It's so quick.
Yeah. So, and then there's also going to be ledge hangs, which we haven't seen in a COD in a while, I think.
We haven't seen that since I don't remember if they had it in MW3, but they had it in MW2,
Yeah.
um, which is interesting. But like, a lot of people are kind of like not all that excited about the ledge hang because it, at least in MW2, it like really took a lot of time out of your movement.
Mhm.
But in this game, it seems to be quite a bit faster and more fluid, so maybe it won't be a problem.
Hopefully. I mean, that's the thing. It's like you kind of have to tweak things as it goes. Um, but that's neither here nor there. And then you have the operator reacts to the environment where your weapon like angles as you approach walls and doors. I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess it's one of
It's
those
basically
things.
the same thing as BO6 and BO7, probably.
Mhm.
Well, mainly BO6 because that doesn't really happen in BO7 that much, but it's basically
Yeah.
probably the same as BO6, where it's like it's kind of like I don't think it looks that good, at least the way they did it in BO6, but like it's basically just like where if you're leaning, if you're coming around a door but you don't want to like stop and lean, it's like your gun just kind of like peeks around the door, like
Mhm.
yeah, that's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
something I'm like, I mean, if they do it right, it could be okay, but it just I turned it off in BO6 because it just looked really weird.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other stuff that like climbing up on poles and jumping ladders and stuff like that. So ninja's a perk, thank God. There's map
Oh,
loading.
thank goodness,
There's a
bro.
destructible riot shield. Ooh.
Yeah,
Theater
it's
mode.
the riot shield is now a field upgrade and it can be destroyed.
Nice. The campaign is playable offline, thank God. You can compile shaders offline and changes to COD app, which whatever. And then there's a new UI with a left pull-up menu and vertically across the board. I guess we'll see
Yeah,
more of
they
that as it
actually like
comes.
there's some like screens you can see where you can see people's like class screens and stuff and you can kind of see what that is going to look like, which is cool.
Yeah, maybe we'll see some here in a minute, but stuff about Switch 2. So, and then Warzone will be moving off PS4 and Xbox One, starting with Modern Warfare 4 Season 1. Um, and then starting June 4th, Warzone cannot be downloaded for PS4 or Xbox One. And on June 25th onwards, the in-game
So
store will be
starting
disabled.
tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty
So
much. Starting tomorrow.
if you want to play your last like 6 months of Warzone, you better download it right now.
Mm-hmm. Because it's going to take 24 hours to download if you're on a PS4. Um, Dark Price, we kind of talked about that already. Um, Modern Warfare 4 removing Bloom. Now with hipfire, your shots will go exactly where you aim them at. So that'll be good for like camo grinds and stuff like that. Apex attachment. Every gun has one Apex attachment you get when you reach max level. This attachment does not take one of the 5 gunsmith slots. This
Yeah, so like
attachment does you need
so
to change to
this
them.
attachment basically works exactly like the prestige attachments in BO7 where when you prestige your well, assuming there is a prestige, it says when you reach max level, maybe there's not prestige weapon prestige in this game. But when you reach max level, you'll get the Apex attachment. And instead of it being like the prestige attachment in BO7 where it takes up one of the 5 slots and you've got to compensate by adding other stuff, um, it doesn't take up a slot. So you get your full 5 slots plus this attachment.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. And like they're unique for each weapon, which I really do
Yeah.
like. Um, and then you can pick an operator. We already talked about that one a little bit. Gunfight returning. Oh, there's gonna be a gunfight 3v3 and a gunfight 10v10. Okay.
Yeah, on the kill
Um,
block map. Yeah.
I
I
like that.
believe Gunfight 10v10 is exclusive to Kill Block because I'm 90% sure that they're not going to build every map like Kill Block, so Kill Block is probably the only gunfight map that you can play 10v10 on.
Yeah, probably. And then there's 4 player features. No, I read that wrong. 6v6 map called Transit 213. Um, New shipment is what it's saying.
Yeah,
Which would be
so
interesting.
maybe that's supposedly their version, their new version of shipment. Which
Mhm.
I don't know, man. We've had shipment like we've had
Yeah.
shipment for almost 20 years, man. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Part of
Um.
me feels like that if they don't get a good reception to Transit 213, they'll just put shipment in during a season or something. But we'll see.
Mhm. See, I don't think there's really much else.
There was some movement gameplay from a short reveal. Um,
Here it is. Oh,
yeah, you can see it. That ledge
yeah.
hang looks a lot faster. And then look how when he
I like this
mantles,
slide.
there's gonna there's gonna be a video somewhere where the dude mantles, and holy moly, it's quick.
Okay. See this one? Oh, the backwards prone. I like that. Oh, that mantle is fast.
Yeah, the mantle is so
Oh,
quick.
and then climbing up the poles
Like,
on the side of the building? Okay.
Granted, that was just over a car, but like,
Oh, here's the create class menu. I do like that. It reminds me of, like, old school, like COD, like old
yeah,
school
you
Modern
can
Warfare.
see you can kind of see like the vertical, and they show a better shot of
Yeah,
it.
here it is.
Um,
This reminds me
but
of,
like
like,
you
old
can
school.
kind of see like how the tabs are vertical, and this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest, this right here, the way this creative class looks, and the way that it's colored, and the way that
Mm-hmm.
the vertical tabs look, this is like this is like identical to MWR.
Yeah,
This looks almost exactly the same.
I love it. I really do like it a lot. Um, I really like it. Um, that's a video of the new map. Here's a look at some of the maps.
Yeah.
Um,
There's also like, I know that like us hardcore COD players will probably never use it for, but for the casual players that go in this game and have no idea what they want to use, there is a uh, there is a there's something they're calling the gunny system, where you can click a button and the game you can click a button and the game will look at what stuff you have, like what attachments you have on guns and stuff, and it will put on what it thinks that you would like to use.
that's cool. I like it. Also, they're not doing any clowny skins for this game.
Yeah,
Um,
they have doubled and tripled down on that. There's a lot
mhm.
of people that have been like retweeting what Charlie and Till said and be like, "Oh, we'll see," and they just they keep replying to that and be like,
I just
"Yeah,
no more Beavis and Butthead. You know what I mean? Like no more Beavis and Butthead skins, please.
yeah." I don't really mind like certain flashy skins or like colorful skins,
Yeah.
but like some of the stuff in BO6 was way too much.
Mhm. 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 Yeah. Um. Anything else? I'm not seeing much
So
else.
far, not a ton.
Oh, these
But
graphics
we
are
got a
sick though.
whole lot. We got a whole lot to start off, but um, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like the key art and stuff is like really cool. Um, all that stuff is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, we got tanks in war mode. I'm assuming.
Dude, that gameplay from when they were talking about the sound, that's probably like some like you have to actually listen to that audio to understand it, but like the sounds in this video are like, this is like the most realistic sounding like COD game. Like you listen to it and you're like, how did they make this work?
They would if they were actually standing there. And if we've done our job well, they're just gonna believe it.
Let's see. From the ward.
Dude, when you see that gameplay video where you can hear the different sounds, it's like, oh my lord.
Helicopters, explosions, all of our weapons,
That
which
looks-
we record both loud and suppressed. We use all the real weapons.
Wow.
Bullet impacts, sounds of
No wonder the game's fucking $80. They're fucking doing all this shit. No wonder the game's $80. They're spending like $7,000. They're
Dude, but like
$70,000 a day on freaking gunshots.
when you scroll up to that video where you can hear it like in gameplay, or it's just like,
works alongside.
how does this sound like this? Like a
Microsoft
COD
Trident
game
is a way of
doesn't
looking
sound
at
like
the
this.
geometry and can reliably sounds in world space.
And they show
using
like
the speed of
basically
sound.
like
It's
this is like
currently
in-engine
playing,
footage
as
of
we
like
sit here.
what happens
We
when
can
they're
just run
designing
around
the
the
sound.
map and
Is they
listen to
walk
how things
through
are
and like
responding.
all that stuff
We'll
pops
check
up on
for
the screen.
reverb, we'll check to make sure footsteps are being heard. We'll check for the fall off of the weapons and
Well, that's actually insane. All right,
But
now
that
that's
is
kind of getting into
awesome.
season 4. Maybe we can talk about season 4 next week. There's a lot of cool stuff that's coming, new weapons and such, but that's gonna have to probably be
Yeah,
the
and
ends.
season four will be out because it
Yeah.
comes out tomorrow. So
Yes, sir. I'll be playing it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we definitely took up time today. We definitely took up the full hour plus.
I mean, there was a lot. It was
Yeah,
it
it's
was
a lot.
MW4. They dropped so much on us. Like
I'll take it.
I didn't expect all of it.
Literally the day after we do the pod. Every single time. Every single time. every single time. But it gives us time to kind of digest and see more and let the nerdy analysts analyze, and then we can use you know, what they find and kind of compact it all and into a digestible format for all y'all. But that is going to be it from us today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Climb Together podcast, episode 164. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/deception276 and twitch.tv/tonage_scorp. Alrighty, Deception, say bye.
Bye.
We will see you guys next time. Peace.